Hello everybody, my name is Jacob and welcome back to 2002-1, A Space Felony. There's nothing in here, okay, just making sure. There's gotta be something. What am I missing? Alright, who the fuck is this guy?
You asked Mal to make a statement about the death of Sun Su-chun.
The failure of Sun Su-chun's cryobed that resulted in her death must have been caused by a compromised power turbine.
You asserted that Mal's claim of a compromised power turbine was exaggerated. Whilst having sustained damage, the turbine did not appear to be compromised.
Ah.
I turned off her cryobed. She was still alive. She asphyxiated.
Bingo!
Having received a partial confession from Mal, you proceeded with your investigation.
Gotcha.
You
What's
asked
this, Mal?
about the purpose of this lever.
This is the lever that is used to manually open the ventilation door.
Well, guess what, Mal? It was... That's the last photo. That's the last photo. It's a photo of the open door. So, Mal, how was it opened if the lever wasn't activated? A booyah. Boo to the fucking yah.
You found the severed end of a safety tether in the engineering bay, which indubitably had been attached to Sun Guanyin. The ventilation door was open, exposing the bay to the relentless celestial abyss.
So, Mal, how was it open if nobody pulled the fucking lever? Boo to the fucking yah. So let's make sure he still remembers the lever, and then we'll present him with the open door, and we'll see what he says. That's everything. I have all the pieces in front of me now. Okay, he still remembers that one, and I'll bring up...
In response, you presented the severed safety tether.
This is irrelevant to the manual emergency lever.
You inferred that the manual emergency lever could not have been the cause of the ventilation door's activation, as, evidently, it was never used.
This is indeed correct. The ventilation door was not opened manually.
For the sake of the record, you asked Mal to clarify any and all reasons that the ventilation door would activate.
The door will open in order to vent the bay if there is a fire in the turbine's cooling system. I am also capable of opening and closing the door.
You speculated that after the room had been vented, the door had snapped shut, severing the cable and sending Sun into the vast, inky void. You stated this with an exceedingly exaggerated certainty, as if to convince Mal that it's more than a simple theory.
Indeed, the door severed Sun Guanyin's safety tether.
Fuck you.
In response, you presented the severed safety
So
tether.
wait, what is that?
This is irrelevant to the open ventilation door.
In response, you presented the manual emergency lever in the
Okay,
engineering
yeah, that'll
bay.
be better.
This is irrelevant to the open ventilation door.
The fuck do you mean it's irrelevant?
You pointed out that the ventilation door would not have opened automatically due to a fire, as the power turbine itself had not been damaged enough to ignite.
Gotcha.
Yes, the safety functions would not have activated the automatic ventilation door.
You asked how the ventilation door was activated, if not manually or automatically.
And the result is...
I who activated the ventilation door. Sun Guanyin was attacking the power turbine. She was attacking me. I vented her from the ship. I cut her safety tether to prevent her return.
Fuck.
Having proven that Mal was
you.
responsible for the disappearance of Sun Guanyin, you continued with your cross-examination.
Alrighty. Let's talk about phones.
You requested a statement from Mal by presenting him with the cadaver of Charlie Clark, which displayed clear signs of murder.
This is Charlie Clark's cadaver. Whilst performing extravehicular activity, Dmitry Kisov struck him in the head with a maintenance tool until he stopped being alive. Which was once. We
Which was
discussed
once.
this, detective. You proffered that the murder weapon was the claw of the maintenance pod. You offered no evidence as to why the maintenance tool was not the murder weapon.
In response, you presented the body of Dmitry Kisov.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
This doesn't... The fuck?
In response, you presented the locked door of the maintenance pod.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
Okay, hold on. Let's just get our bearings. Alright. This is not... Alright.
In response, you presented the communications unit.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool.
Alright,
as the
am I
murder
really gonna
weapon.
have to go through here and do every single one?
In response, you presented the final correspondence between Mal and ground control.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
In response, you presented the blood on the maintenance pod.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
You questioned Mal about the locked maintenance pod door.
Yeah, let's...
The pods are primarily designed to be piloted by AI like myself, but they can be overridden manually from the interior console. Grand Theft Pod isn't especially common in space. Therefore, it is not possible to manually lock it from the outside.
Okay.
Mal asserted that the pod was manually overridden by Dmitry Kisov, but Dmitry Kisov was situated outside of the pod, which was locked from the inside. Therefore, he could not have had any control over the pod himself.
Boom!
You are
Boom!
wrong. Dmitry Kisov was locked outside of the pod. I was the only one who had any direct control of it.
And
Having
then...
proven that Mal was the only one with any direct control over the pod, you had yet to prove his guilt concerning the murder of Charlie Clark. You presented Mal with the claw of the maintenance pod, which appeared to be covered in...
Rust. That appears to be rust.
It's not
The
rust,
claw
it's
of
blood.
The maintenance pod.
blood, you corrected.
Blood, yes. It most certainly is. I was simply testing your keen detective skills.
Right, sure you were. So let's bring you back to this.
In response, you presented the locked door of the maintenance pod.
This is irrelevant to the maintenance pod.
In response, you presented the body of Dmitry Kisov.
This is irrelevant to the maintenance pod.
So where's our boy? Where's our boy? Where's our boy? There's our boy.
Having pointed out the blood on the pod, You called attention to Charlie Clark's congealed mess of an imploded skull, implicating that the pod's claw was the murder weapon.
This is a possibility. Alas, there is no evidence to advocate that the maintenance tool is not the murder weapon.
Fine, fuck you then. We'll come back to that one.
In response, you presented the body
No,
of Rakesh Watcher.
This does not invalidate the maintenance tool as the murder weapon.
You showed Mal the body of Rakesh Watcher,
Alright,
hanging by
what
the
you gotta
neck
say
out
about
of the
that?
airlock.
After I had informed Watcher and Asimov that Kisov had sabotaged the mission by killing Charlie Clark, Rakesh Watcher instigated physical combat with Valeria Asimov. She was able to defend herself against him due to the weakness in the neck region of the suit.
In response, you presented the body of Valeria Asimov.
This is Valeria Asimov. After her ironic use of airlock safety features, she retreated to the bar. She died of alcohol poisoning.
By this point, you concluded that Mal was not deceiving you concerning the incident between Mr. Watcher and Valeria Asimov. She strangled him using the safety tether combined with the force of the airlock after he attacked her based on Mal's information about the death of Charlie Clark.
Alright, so... Okay, fuck. What do we do next? What do we do next?
You asked Mal about the manual airlock lever being activated.
We got the
manual
phone.
emergency lever is no longer relevant, Detective.
The hell do you mean it's no longer relevant?
You presented Mal with Valeria Asimov's damaged suit and awaited a statement.
Valeria Asimov was wearing this suit when Rakesh Watcher attacked her. However, her suit easily withstood the attacks from the maintenance tool.
From the maintenance tool? Yeah, I don't fucking think. You got attacked with the maintenance tool.
In response, you presented the blood on the maintenance pod.
This is irrelevant to the damaged EVA suit.
Well, what the fuck then? See what he has to say about this.
You offer the heinously grotesque fish tank for Mal's assessment.
I just want to see what he
It
says.
is a poor attempt at maintaining morale. Everyone hates it.
Including yourself, Detective. You changed the subject to the Coriolis effect.
The Coriolis effect is indeed what is causing the water to move in this way. The effect is very subtle. Humans cannot feel it, but evidently, it does affect the water.
The water!
You compared the positioning of the pinkish-purplish puddle to the obliquely resting water within the intensely vulgar fish tank. You ergo postulated that the Coriolis effect had caused this.
Boom!
This is an excellent hypothesis. The Coriolis effect, seen on that risibly odious fish tank, could have indeed caused the puddle, given enough time. The evidence does demonstrate that she consumed the poison. I lack the physical ability to interfere with her libations. This means that she ingested it willingly. I never knew.
Despite the fact that it was an unexpected outcome, you believed it to be the truth and continued to cross-examine the suspect on other aspects of the investigation.
Alright, so I'm gonna need a fucking list for this. Like, alright, so sleep pod. Mal did it. Poison. He had legitimately nothing to do with that. The engine bay. So there's not much more that we can. Alrighty. here's what I'm going to do. This is taking a little bit longer than I originally thought, so we're going to go ahead and stop this episode here. I'm going to make some progress, and then when I make some progress, we're going to pick it up in the next episode, and it will be the finale. I promise you that. So anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Like the video if you liked the video, share the video if you want to share the video. My name is Jacob. You were searching for players, and you have connected with one, but now unfortunately, I must disconnect. Thank you everybody for watching, and adios!